Hey everyone. I wasn't planning on doing an intro because I'm not usually a fan of podcasts where they spell out the episode in the beginning, but after listening to my ramblings on this recording, I figured I'd hop on and at least explain what this podcast is about. I set up a table on the seawall in San Diego with a sign that says, "What should I read?" with the goal of being recommended books by strangers. The plan is to get recommendations, read them, then if possible, do a book review with the people that I spoke with. You'll see in this episode, between forgetting to ask for contact info and just my general ramblings between guests, I'm somewhat successful. And there's definitely a learning curve to this podcasting thing. Anyway, enjoy the episode. And welcome back to another episode of What Should I Read? My name's Andy, sitting outside San Diego, California, as usual, because I live here. And just chatting to people about what books I should read. You know, I started this because I tend to read the same things kind of over and over and over. Same sort of sci-fi fantasy books. And I got sick of it. Goodreads was just giving me the same stuff over and over. So I figured, how can I get away from that? So today's episode, sitting down, hopefully talking to a couple people on the pier. It's a gorgeous day out. And we'll see what happens. We got Norwegian Jade pulled in, a bunch of people with suitcases walking down the pier side and enjoying the day. First time doing this, so we'll see how either awkward and or successful this is. And I think we're about to have some background music from my guy Nico sitting next to me, setting up his violin. And you know what's funny is I started this after listening to podcasts put outside, and a bunch of people. Hey, how's it going? Bunch of people, after listening to that, were like, oh, you should try something similar. Not a bunch of people, it's just me, let's be real. And I didn't realize how awkward it would be without a co-host. It's interesting. Hey, how's it going, guys? Any good books you reading lately? Never. We'll see how many people in this city actually read. I thought there'd be more, but you know, nowadays with TikTok and Instagram, all those things. Hey, how's it going, sir? We'll see if anybody even sits down and has something to say about any books. I got recommended A Stranger in a Strange Land a little bit ago by, again, my boy Nico. Interesting book, it sounds like. Definitely. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. I will say one thing, though. Everyone here, very friendly. Very friendly. But friendly does not make for a good conversation. So we'll see kind of what people bring to the table. I think there's going to be a lot of edits in this. One dude running by, filming the table. Don't know why. Hopefully, he might have just been filming the scenery. It is very nice out here. You got that 360 GoPro camera set up. But we'll see who we get. All right, I think I just got to start asking people instead of just saying, hey, how's it going? Actually being like, hey, got any good books to recommend? Grab a seat. And doing this for, let me set my timer. Let's say you're 15 minutes. If I don't get a guess, 15 minutes. Then we will continue this thing. A lot of runners. Any good books? Any good recommendations? Someone running by. But it looks like she was in the middle of a run. Had a good book, but nothing. We'll see. I'm curious. Podcasts but outside, they film it, and there's no cuts. So it's interesting to me that they don't do that. They get people. I watched a few of their episodes, and within 3 to 4 minutes, each one, boom, they had somebody sitting down. We got a big old group. Let's see if any of these guys have anything to say. No, they're all with others. So far, just the one person seemingly interested. Oh, and we got some background music starting up. See if we can pick it up. We'll see. We'll see if it gets loud enough. Honestly, just coming out here and just sitting down and even talking to myself. It's not too bad. All right, so we should probably actually get into the whole podcast part instead of just chatting. So, I started this because I tend to read the same books kind of over and over. I really like sci-fi, fantasy, and on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, I am always given the same sort of reels of, here's, if you're, a man who's 30 years old, $20 says this is what you're reading. And it's always Red Rising. You got any book recommendations?
Oh, I have tons of books.
What's that?
I have tons of books.
You want to talk about it?
I don't know.
Take 2-3 minutes of your time.
Go for it. Sure.
Yeah, grab a seat.
You make me think. What's your podcast about?
It's just people giving me book recommendations, and then I read the books.
Any book.
Any book.
What books have you read?
Here. If you want to put on headphones, feel free. It's a little bit easier to hear yourself.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And what's your name?
Carmen.
Carmen. Nice to meet you. I'm Andy.
Mandy, nice meeting you.
All right. What book? What sort of books do you normally read?
Things that people don't normally read.
Oh, really? Like what?
Like right now on my list is How to Create Mind by Ray Kurzweil.
How to create what?
Mind.
Mind?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that about?
Well, I haven't read it.
Oh.
That's on my top of the list. Of
Okay.
What is it about?
What's the last book that you read?
Oh, the last book that I finished?
Yeah.
It was David Icke,
Okay.
The Dream.
The Dream.
David Icke.
Okay.
Yes.
The first book you mentioned, How to Create a Mind, sounds more. Is it like a self-help, or like a how-to sort of style book? Not a novel.
No, I don't read novels.
Oh.
Never. No.
I only read novels. That's why I started this, because I tend to read the same books over and over.
Oh, I've got a great one for you then. So this is the futurist and author of the New York Best Times. The Singularity is Near. Is a pioneer, inventor, and theorist.
Okay.
He has explored for decades how artificial intelligence can enrich and expand humans' capabilities.
Oh, I feel like I could use that.
But this is one that is the interesting thing about him is that he wrote it like probably 10 years ago. So when AI was not even popular as it is right now.
Yeah.
So it's more like a futurist looking into his predictions of where we're going.
So if you wrote 10 years ago, did it come out to be pretty accurate?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't read it. I can't.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
This is my list that you said. What do you have right now on your list? So this is
Okay, so the last one you read was Dream. What's that about?
About the dream. Well, David Icke. I don't know if you ever read David Icke.
No.
David Icke is a pretty interesting guy from the UK. He got enlightened back 30 years ago, and a lot of his things that he has said have come true too.
Huh.
So he has a very strong points of views into politics, royalty, and it gives you into this dark hole of a rabbit hole of like things that people don't think about. Not that he's into aliens, but more like energy parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So what parasites?
Energy
Oh.
parasites. Yeah, and for instance, for this kind of thought, when you vibrate in a negative energy, like I am sad or I am depressed, or I get into this.
It latches onto other people.
And that energy fits this energy parasite.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm a big believer in you are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, you.
And it's a similar concept, right? If you're going to be around people that are bringing you down and all that, the parasites can jump over and same thing, right?
But you attract what you vibrate.
Yeah.
And so my thing is be in the present moment, here and now, and don't dwell on the past, because the past is gone. You can't change it. You know, the egg is broken, the milk is spilled. You can't pick it up and have it. You cannot put back the kid that was born.
Yeah.
So you have to think of the past as something that is said and done. don't worry about it, because if you put your energy there, then you're not living in the present, you're living in the past.
Tough to do.
And then if you're listening to all the people that gives you all those fear thoughts of, the end of the world or AI taking over your life or your work and all that, then you're creating, not only you're creating that, but you're not present doing what you need to do right now to help yourself.
Yeah.
And you are on the fear base, whatever that is, whether it's war, whether it is my job is a jeopardy, or I'm not going to have a job in 3 years, whatever. You're feeding that fear energy again in the future that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You only breathe right now, and you never live the future, and you never live the past. That's an illusion.
Not a bad book to be reading right now, I think, because there's a lot of that stuff going on, right?
Yes.
Just a lot of, like you said, with AI, obviously, with the, whether it's war, social, all that stuff, bunch of stuff going on right now where I feel like, it's hard to just get past it and be like, just live in the present and just relax and enjoy.
I think so. I think people focus more on themselves and then be centered in who they are and create the best life that they can create on that moment. People will be more happy because you may not be thinking about what the neighbor is doing or what the fears of the future are or the past regrets and
instead you'll be walking through San Diego enjoying a beautiful day.
I know, with my best friend.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this girl like 5 years. And she lived in Colorado. I lived in Chicago. We met in Chicago, and then we separated. I came to California. I saw her a couple of times, and then suddenly she's like, "Oh, I haven't talked to you." Like, we live like 2 blocks away now.
You guys both live here now? Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Nice. And you said that you said you also have a book recommendation. What would the name of it be? Before I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time on this nice day, but.
Okay, so the book that I would recommend is it's by this woman. I think her name's Weneke Brethren.
Okay.
I forget. She's a professor at the University of Chicago.
Okay.
And she studied theology, and she has created this historical fiction novel on essentially the life of Mary Magdalene.
Okay, yeah.
And it's a complete...
And sorry, if you don't mind moving the mic a little bit closer. It's hard to hear through this. Yes, perfect. Okay. A pro.
And she has this beautiful retelling of Yeshua.
Okay.
And they're kind of her story and his story, and it's a complete retelling of the New Testament.
Interesting.
And this, or at least Jesus is part of the New Testament, and it's beautiful. It's ancient, it's mythical, it's steeped in history.
And it's like told in the style of a novel, like a story.
It's told in the style of a story, and it's called Rituals in Sacred Stone.
Rituals in Sacred Stone.
It's a big book with small writing.
Okay.
But it's one of those...
I'll get it on the Kindle so I can zoom in.
I don't even know if she'll have it on the Kindle, actually. She's one of those writers that this was her only book that
like a passion project.
It's a passion project. She wrote a smaller book called Sex at the Altar, which is smaller and a little bit cuter.
Okay.
And a little bit more modern, and talks about... She does a lot of writings around sacred sexuality, so a lot of that is woven in there.
Okay.
And bridged in there.
Okay, so Sex at the Altar, Dream, and then the Mary Magdalene story is called
Rituals in Sacred Stone.
Rituals in Sacred Stone.
I see that you're married.
I am, yes.
Read it with your wife.
Okay.
It's a beautiful story to get lost in together.
Okay.
And just like be in the magic of being magic.
Well, what's funny is I started this too because my wife is part of a monthly book club, and all the books that they read by the end of the month are always like, that book was not that good. And then they spend like 2 days trying to pick a new book, and at the end of the month it's like, man, that book wasn't that good. So I'm trying to do this to be like, all right, let's find some books for you guys that are good.
This is a good one.
Okay.
It's a good one. You're going to see a lot of, my partner is a stickler for editing. He's like, what typo, because we're working outside together. So just get over it. Okay. It's
I just read a book with a bunch of editing typos, and I could not stop talking about it.
Okay, so I just want to say it's in there.
Thank you for...
It's a small print book, but it's a magical read. Not many people know about it.
Okay,
Not even
I'll check it out.
Like most people that study the Mary Magdalene way, like I'll be like, oh, do you know this one? They're like, no. And I'm like, amateur.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it so much. Thanks for stopping by.
What was your name?
Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I'll give you my card.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll check out your podcast.
Please do. Thanks.
All right, what a nice little conversation with them. A lot of religious books, which open to, however, not a religious person, but still, some good stories in there. I feel like it's a little bit of a fits into my world of fantasy and sci-fi. So there we go. I also realized that whole time I kept turning up their mics because they were talking kind of quietly, and I was like, "Why am I getting louder?" And they're saying the same volume. I was just turning up my mic. So hopefully that was all audible. We'll see what happens. But first guess, how fun! I should have told them that they were the first guest. That would have been very interesting. But yeah, so we got a couple book recommendations. Sex at the Altar it sounds a little bit interesting. The other ones, I don't know if I'm going to be reading a giant book with small font and a bunch of typos. But it's a thought that counts sometimes. And who knows? That's why I started this, find books that I would never be recommended otherwise and give them a try. Which was I was talking about before they sat down. Yeah, I found myself just kind of reading the same stuff over and over. And, on TikToks and Reels, it was always like, you're a 30-year-old male, you're probably reading Red Rising and Dr. Carla Carl and Brandon Sanderson. And it's absolutely true. That's all I read. I love them so much. They're the best. But every so often you want a little bit more, You need a little something different. Hey, how's it going?
Good, you?
Good. And yeah, so that's how this started. Currently reading this book from, I think it's the 60s, called Hyperion. It's like an older sci-fi book, but man, does it stand up. That's what I like about the sci-fi fantasy stuff. As long as it's far enough into the future, they hold up pretty well because it doesn't matter if it was written, 10 days ago, 20 days ago, 50 years ago, however long ago, it captures a moment. And what am I saying? It doesn't matter when it was written, because as long as it's different enough from nowadays, it could have been written yesterday. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm still getting used to this talking to a mic thing. This whole thing might just be a practice session. But for now, it's going good so far. I already got 2 more guests I thought I would get. So that's a solid. But yeah, anyway, Hyperion. God, I got to stop getting distracted. Hyperion, it's this book about... really, I honestly don't even know what it's about. And I'm like 200 pages in. There's this culture on this planet that have a religion, and they worship this thing called the Shrike, but nobody knows what it is because everybody who goes to see it on this pilgrimage dies. And it's a story of 7 people. I actually like the writing style. It's a story of 7 people going to see the Shrike, but none of them know why they're there. So it's them on this journey to the temple, or whatever it is. They don't really describe it. And they're each telling their story of how they got to that point. It's good, but man, it's detailed. Chapter 2 starts at page 100. So the whole first 100 pages is one chapter, one story. But it's good. It's almost like a little anthology or something. It's very interesting. Before that, I was reading Red Rising, and oh my goodness, that is a good book, or a good series, should I say. Obviously, it's like very well known. First book, much like my previous friends were talking about, it has a lot of typos. I don't know if this guy, it's like his first novel, so when he wrote it, just the editing team wasn't quite there. But I went to the mall, not the mall, but like the spaceship, whatever they're talking about. A lot of typos, but as long as you get past that, like my friend said earlier, it's a good book. And then the second, third book, jeez, that's some good writing. This author does not care an ounce for plot armor. He just is killing his characters left and right, and it's refreshing. It's like the first time that I've been upset about reading a book. Hey, how's it going? It doesn't matter who in the book, they are, available to be killed, arms cut off, legs cut off, eyesight loss, whatever happens. That's a good book. I don't want to give away too much. And then, obviously, like I said, a big Brandon Sanderson fan. the whole Cosmere. I got super into it and read so far. I think I've read every book in the Cosmere. Obviously his first ones. Hey, how's it going? Any good book recommendations? Have a good day. Obviously, like the Way of Kings and the what's it called? Way of Kings and Mistborn series. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Any good book recommendations for me that you want to talk about? No? All good, man. Enjoy your walk. Have a good one. Yeah, Mistborn's good. Oh, we actually might have one. What's up? Where the red fern grows.
It's actually
Do you want to talk about it real quick?
not really, but
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
If you go by the San Diego River Channel,
Yeah.
and you see those bonsai trees,
Yeah.
see how the wires, they're actually not trees, but they're
Okay.
where the red fern.
I'll look into it. All right. Thanks, man. All right. Where the red fern grows. That's going to, he didn't want to sit down, and that's fine. Not everybody has to talk into the mic. But I feel like I've heard of that book before. I don't know why he didn't want to talk about it. I feel like I'm going to look into it, and it's going to be either like, maybe it's just he didn't want to talk about spoilers. Maybe it's just that good a plot twist. But I got to imagine it might be like social commentary, maybe, and he just didn't want to chat about it, or maybe he's a busy man. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'll have to look into that after this. Maybe editor Andy will hop in right here and talk about that book. But if he doesn't, that's all good. I feel like I say that a lot. That's all good. I gotta find a new catchphrase. Maybe I'll take another one from Rochelle. She has a lot of catchphrases that I steal. Like, by the way, at the end of each sentence. Or, what's the other one? She got me for stealing one of her catchphrases the other day. I can't remember what it was. Although she started taking my catchphrase, shots fired, after any and all loud noises. It's my go-to. But let's see. What was I talking about? Mistborn. Yeah, so there's Mistborn. Hey, how's it going, man?
All right.
Mistborn, obviously Way of the Kings, and then his kind of single standalone, what are they called? Secret Projects. Oh, some good ones in there. The latest one, I'm blanking on the name, but it's like the space age one. Isles of Emberdark. That's it. It just kind of ties everything together. First time in the not first time, but big moments in the Cosmere where things start linking together, and it's really interesting. So that's kind of been all the stuff that I've been reading lately. I think that this whole podcast thing, I kind of want to do it like, I think the idea is to do once a month. I probably should have opened with this. I kind of want to do it like once a month and sit out here once a month, ask people about books, read those books, and then somehow I kind of forgot about with the first guest, ask them for contact info, and then read the book, and then call them and ask them about the book, or meet back here and talk about it. But I don't think I made that point pretty clear, and that's all right. This is a learning process. Like I said, we'll see if this even makes it on. But if it does, it'll be a good place to start. You know? A bunch more people. And the question is, do you make... Hey, how's it going? Do you make eye contact with people and then ask, or do you try to get their attention? Because I've never done the, street interview thing. I think the camera's almost taking away from it, because people don't want to sit down, I don't know. That guy's shirt looked sick. This guy's walking by it, reading the sign. We'll see if he hops on. Hey, how's it going? Nice. No acknowledgement. I respect that. Just the consistent walk. The look down. The look up. Move on about your day. Maybe that's what that lady was talking about. It's just moving on about your day regardless of anything that's going on around you. Spilled milk, forget about it. Also, I'm curious if Nico's music is playing, is coming across on the mic. Sounds really good. It's like a nice little background music. I was also curious, a bunch of curiosities before I started this, how well any of this audio would come across, you know? Sitting outside, I feel like most people do their podcast in like a refined podcast studio. We're not doing that. Hey, how's it going?
Howdy, howdy.
Got any good book recommendations? Yeah, grab a seat, man. We got some headphones, a mic. What's your name? Chris. Chris, nice to meet you, man. I'm Andy.
Howdy, Andy.
Howdy. All right, so what kind of stuff do you read?
I like to read a lot, mostly like historical fiction, romance, mystery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last person that sat down told me about a historical fiction book.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
our stuff? What's like the last one that you read, or a good one?
The good ones, I apologize, I can't remember the title. I just read the stories.
All
but,
good.
But I can give you the general information to find it, right?
Yeah. Quick Google search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always had a curious fascination with Cuba and Latin population.
Okay.
So this woman who writes these stories, she grew up in a family in Miami.
Okay.
So she's first generation. I guess, yeah, her parents and her grandparents grew
Moved
up
here.
in Cuba and moved during the 50s during that whole fiasco.
Okay.
right? So she wrote,
Fiasco. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
I can go into details, right? But we're kind of living them right now, so I don't have to.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so it's the stories are like one of them is modern day.
Okay.
Her grandmother dies, who she heard all the stories from.
Okay.
The her being the character, not
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
But,
not
but
the
she
author.
draws from the stories that her own grandmother told.
Okay.
So this is it was just a fascinating. So it's modern day, but it bounces back and forth between now and the 50s in Cuba, just as the revolution is starting.
Okay.
Basically, it's a story, and if I'm taking way too much time,
No, hey, I got all day, man.
All right.
Yeah, let's talk.
All right. I'm actually writing some novels of my own. So
Okay.
So basically, it's modern day and past 50s Cuba, just as the revolution is starting. Her grandmother passes away
Okay.
and leaves this cryptic note in saying that she wants her granddaughter to take her ashes back to Cuba, because the book was written just as U.S. people could finally go back to travel.
Okay.
So that was what, 10
Like sparked it. Yeah.
10 years ago, something
Yeah.
like that. Anyway, so
Yeah, I remember the Conan O'Brien skit where he went down there.
okay. I can't wait to go back. Go there
But
myself.
go there, yeah.
Anyway, so Grandma leaves this cryptic note saying that her granddaughter, her favorite granddaughter, right, she wants her to take the urn back to Cuba, and she'll know where to spread her ashes. Doesn't tell her where,
Yeah.
right, but she'll know. So what happens is she goes back to Grandma's connections that still lived there. They all apparently stayed very close in touch.
Yeah.
Even though there was this embargo and, communication was blocked, they somehow all stayed in touch. So she goes back, and I learned so much about what happened, right, just as the backdrop.
Yeah.
Basically, she falls in love with the grandson of her grandma's friend,
Okay.
where she's staying. So that's the romance, right? And there's some
Yeah.
mystery involved in his life,
Okay.
right? But then we bounce back and forth, because then she starts learning about how grandma had a boyfriend before grandpa,
Oh.
who she was mad in love with, who was like Fidel Castro's right-hand man,
Uh-huh.
which just blows this woman away, because grandma hated Fidel Castro with a passion, right? So not
Maybe
only-
that's why he's an ex-boyfriend, you know?
well, but what happens is he's still alive.
Oh.
Anyway, I won't go into too much
Yeah,
detail.
no spoilers, no spoilers.
Yeah. And then another book that's the continuation of that
Okay.
is grandma's essentially Elizabeth Taylor sister,
Okay.
right? This flamboyant, flashy woman, because they're all people of society, right?
Yeah.
They were the people of society in Cuba, because dad was a sugar baron.
Yeah.
Then they went to Miami, where now they're third-class rich people.
Yeah.
Right? They're not as good.
Yeah.
Right, but they still work their way through society. Anyway, so the second book, that's a continuation of that one. I wish I could tell you the titles, but
I think you've given me enough. I should be able to find them. I feel like, yeah.
I think so. And they've got beautiful covers, like art drawn covers. But
Yeah.
the second one,
When I'm editing this episode, I'll put in the title right here. There we go.
yeah. No, I appreciate it. Again, but so essentially, what happens is in the second book, it's of course after everything's happening in Cuba, the war's already going, and all the stuff. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
That's happening throughout the world now, right? Anyway, so
This ain't going on television. You're fine.
that's all good. I'm an actor too, so
Oh, nice.
I've learned to try to. I did stand-up comedy. I'm a singer, all that fun stuff. But I apologize.
Oh, you're all good, man.
Anyway, so that book is about how her sister, through her societal connections, ends up becoming a spy in espionage around the world, trying to take out Fidel Castro.
Huh.
So that it's all this mystery.
Yeah.
What I like is that the history is just the backdrop, but
Yeah.
I actually learned so much about real history
Yeah.
that you'll never learn in a history book.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, that's what I.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been drawn. I generally read like sci-fi, fantasy,
Okay,
and
sure.
I'm never drawn towards like. My mom's a big nonfiction reader. She's like,
Sure,
I love
sure.
to hear about people's stories.
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, but I want like the the expansiveness of like anything could happen sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it's a good middle ground. Historical fiction. I've never thought to read it.
Well,
Because then you learn stuff about the real world, but then there's also like a little bit of
'cause it's something
mystery and
it's-
spark in there.
Right, it's something that literally never did happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So literally anything is still possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all good, man. Yeah, I need to get.
I'm not Italian, but
I need to get a
talk like
longer
I am.
cord. You're all good, dude.
No.
No worries.
It's the.
It's not a
accent in me.
professional setup.
No, it's all good. And what's your name, man?
I'm Andy.
Andy. Pleasure
Yeah.
to meet you. Pleasure
Okay,
to meet
so I got to find a book about Fidel Castro's friend's ex-girlfriend's daughter.
you. Basically, whenever I've tried to look it up again, I usually look up.
Historical fiction.
Or like
Romance
yeah,
Cuba.
Romance Cuba, right?
Okay.
You'll, I'm sure you'll find
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The story, those two stories in particular, were just fascinating to
Okay.
me.
Awesome.
I like an expansion of reality.
Yeah.
Sounds like you like total
Oh
non-reality.
yeah, for me, reading is like an escapism. You know?
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah,
exactly.
That's like-
so I try to go as I'm escaping.
trust me. It's like I don't want to read. And I don't want to get. I don't want to read Dan Kuntz, right? We
Yeah.
all live that every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
a former executive. Like I that was my life. I don't want to read about it in my free time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, it's a pleasure to talk with somebody.
Yeah, thanks for sitting down, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up those books and I'm usually full disclosure.
Yeah.
First episode.
Oh,
First
awesome.
time sitting down.
No, that's
So I'm
awesome. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
You can't do it until you do it.
Exactly. My plan is I was like, I'm going to interview people, ask about books, because
Yeah.
honestly, I read myself in a circle. Like, I'll go on Goodreads. I try to use that for, like, book recommendations. And
Okay,
it's
okay.
like, you've read these sci-fi books. Here's some
Yeah.
more sci-fi books. I'm like, no, like, I need something else.
Yeah.
So the plan is to once a month come down here, ask people about books, and then
Well,
spend that month all reading them, and then talk about them on the next one.
I think that is a kick-ass way of approaching your life, my man.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
all about having fun these days.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
That's
So-
awesome. What brings you down to the waterfront here?
Well, I was in LA a few years ago. I started stand-up comedy in Florida.
Okay.
I figured if I was going to make, I go to LA.
Yeah.
LA's dead. Hollywood is dead. There's
Where in Florida? Miami area?
No, I was actually in St. Pete. Was where I started.
St. Pete. Okay, I just moved here from Pensacola.
Oh yeah, I'm
Recently.
actually trying
I
to
grew
get,
up here, but I
Okay.
moved there and moved back.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get back to Florida because I like it here, but here's the thing: every place is expensive now.
Yes.
So if you're going to go based on price, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So I do love it here, and I'm planning on building some of my entertainment company here.
Yeah.
But I want to bounce between here and Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love both places. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So comedy. I went to a stand-up comedy show Thursday night.
I'm sorry.
Abnormal Heights. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was a free show, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Good. I'll digress on all that. I am no longer a stand-up comedian. It was an important part of my journey as an entertainer.
Hey,
and it was an
okay.
important part of my healing process.
Yeah.
However, I'm strictly pursuing. I've created several movie and television show concepts.
Yeah.
I'm pursuing acting, and then I've got 2 albums ready to go. I'm trying to get bands together.
Oh, fingers and everything.
Well, I've been on this journey for about 7 years.
Okay.
When I was up in L.A., when you are destined to be a star, not just happen chance, but when it's your destiny.
Yeah.
I've read about others' journeys, and I can tell that they were destined, right? Based when you
Yeah.
hear their beginning stories. You are somehow along the way given an understanding of how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it because at the time it's a long ways away. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck that. I want it now.
Yeah.
Right, but so I've been doing this for 7 years, getting my ass kicked in Nashville and Hollywood, kicked out of both places, literally. They won't put me on stages here in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Part
It's
of the process.
Literally, Rocky said it, man. It's not how many times you get hit; it's how many times you stand back up.
Yeah, yeah.
And let me tell you, I've been standing up. But yeah. So I was up in L.A. a few years ago. I wandered down here. I went back to Nashville and Florida for a little while. Came back here.
Yeah.
Now I'd like to go back. I'm also a wanderer. So.
Yeah. Well, we strayed from the books a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I
all right,
apologize.
I'll look up I'll
Yeah.
try to find that Cuba historical fiction book.
Yeah.
And on the next episode, I'll talk about it.
And if you're ever interested in what I've been working on, some snippets of
Yeah, let's hear it, man.
two of my novels are there. Just go to respectfulrebel.com.
Respectful. Okay, I see the shirt. Respecting your rebellion.
I've created
Is that your shirt?
I've created my own skate, surf, and snow line as well.
Okay.
I'm working with a buddy here locally on designing another one.
Okay.
Together, we're collaborating on it. Yeah,
Respectful Rebel.
.com.
Okay. I'll check
As
it
a
out.
comedian, I used to say, I'm not going to shoot you, and I'm not going to punch you in the face. However, I will tell you what a worthless piece of shit you are and make you cry. Somebody's got to do it.
I can't imagine why I got kicked out of places.
Hey, if you're not willing to
just
push,
kidding.
no, it's all good. If you're not willing to push back, you might as well get a job in an office.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, it's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, what was your name again? Chris?
Chris Rebel, actually.
Cool.
That's my stage name.
Okay,
so.
awesome. Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
Likewise. You're a cool guy, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Enjoy the rest of your walk. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Well, enjoy the beautiful day.
Yeah. Oh, I have been. It's very nice.
It's hard.
Thought it was going to rain earlier, but
It's hard not to enjoy a day in San Diego.
it really is. Yeah, you got to try.
Have a good day, man.
You too. Thanks, man. See you, Chris. Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're all good, dude.
Thank you.
Enjoy the walk, man.
Thanks.
That was good. A historical fiction book. I've never really thought to read those. What are they called? Not historical fiction, but alternative history. Those books have interested me. There's one I think it's called like 1966 or something like that. I can't remember the name. Hey guys, how's it going? 1960 something or something like that. 1946. I can't remember, but it's like World War II, but if the Axis had won instead of the Allies, and how that could have gone. Hey, what's up, man? You got any good book recommendations?
Yes.
You want to grab a seat?
Fuck.
I don't want to interrupt you on your run.
Nah.
It could be quick.
Yeah.
It could be quick. Here's a mic. If you want headphones, feel free to use them. If not, feel free not to. Whatever you want to do, man.
Hello.
Hello.
you hear me?
Came in running. He's
saw
on a
the-
run. He was not running to the table.
The reason why I got so excited is because I just finished this book,
What is it?
Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, okay.
For the first time, it's my first time reading it. It's daunting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it was like 1260, something like that,
Yeah.
pages. But it's so engaging the entire time. It's amazing. Usually it's for any length of book, it takes you some time to kind of get into a book.
Yeah.
But this one,
Straight off the bat.
especially when you know it's a revenge story, so you kind of
Yeah.
sense what's coming, but you have no idea how. It is so engaging. Probably my favorite read as an adult.
Really?
Have you read it?
No.
It's
I've
incredible.
never. I get that. There's always this thing where it's like I understand that classics are classics for a reason,
Sure.
right? But then it's so hard to drive yourself towards a classic because
Especially
you're
when
like,
you
there's
see-
so many modern books.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the modern books, a lot of them they'll have a good story, a good premise. Not all the time great writing,
Yes.
great writing.
Yeah.
So this is a really good combination of, that's why it's a classic. I mean, it's great writing, but it's also engaging. It doesn't feel dated. It's written in the 1800s
Yeah.
sometime. It doesn't feel dated like that, which was surprising to me because that's why I don't read a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. What do you normally read?
so I try to balance it out, right? So for instance, a couple summers ago, I read A Little Life, and
Okay.
that was
I'm
one of
familiar.
my favorite reads. It's probably the saddest book ever.
Okay.
It's just sad, and it keeps getting sadder, but the writing is beautiful. It's
Yeah.
really nice. That's why it's really popular. Have you read it?
No.
Really
no.
good. A Little Life by what's her name? Yani Gihara is her last name.
Okay.
I think she's Japanese or something like that. She lives in New York. I'm
Okay.
from New York. So A Little Life, you'll see if you walk into a bookstore. Now that I've said it, it's even the cover looks sad. It's
I'll
someone-
probably
it's
I'll
the
probably
Great
recognize it, though.
Depression picture.
Yeah.
So I'll read something like that, right? Really heavy, and then I'll read something like Silent Patient or something that's really quick, like a thriller.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've even read Emily Henry, the rom, the
kind of rom-com.
Yeah,
sort of,
those
genre.
Stuff that'll
book.
make you feel good.
Yeah.
Or Frederick Bachman.
I call those junk food books.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
just sit, eat a bag of chips, read a book,
You need
have a
that.
good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I think I do the same with movies. Like you can't just have all serious or all like nonsense. Like you got to have a balance of both. I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, I normally read like sci-fi fantasy.
What's
So-
your favorite?
Tough.
That's a tough question.
If just off the top of my head right now, because I'm super into it right now, Brandon Sanderson, any of his works. He has this whole work called The Cosmere, and it's like a fantasy book, or it's a fantasy series. It's like a bunch of trilogies, but they're all in the same universe on different planets.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
And then
do they
there's-
reference each other?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that's
there's
sick.
characters that jump between the worlds, and there's like a god system, but the gods
okay.
are like a separate backstory.
Okay.
And it's so intricately woven that's like, how did this, like, it's like,
I love
this
that.
guy's been playing this since day one.
Yeah.
Super into that.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love good writing. And
Yeah.
I love a story where it's like you kind of stay with certain characters, especially if you have favorites. Like you
Yeah.
can come back to them, and I don't know, when someone creates a universe, that's really impressive.
Yeah, like the whole world building stuff really gets me.
That's how I got into reading was Harry Potter. I mean, it's like
Same.
No, it's Harry
Same.
Potter,
I was
dude.
at Barnes and Noble in middle school at midnight.
release, bro. Midnight release. Other than midnight release, I was amped, and I swear the which one? One of them, I think it was Order of the Phoenix. I finished that shit the same night.
The last
longest
book,
one?
me and my
Deathly
sister,
Hallows for sure.
we could only buy one of the books, so we went at midnight. I got it from midnight to noon. She got it
Yo,
noon
did
to midnight,
shifts-
and I just read it.
Oh my
in
God.
one go.
You had to know, what happened.
Oh, it was
I don't
so
think
good.
we were just talking about this, me and my coworkers, is like, I wonder if we'll ever get a phenomenon like that again.
I
It's
don't
hard.
know.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, it's kind of the similar topic of like ultra superstars, you know?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like now media is so quick.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to be able to capture the attention of everybody
We were just
at one
talking
time?
about this as well. I agree. So
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. It's hard to imagine us allowing it because it's us that doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
There's like extremely talented people in every sector of everything, especially with arts. But I don't think, because what we do, a lot of people now, especially with social media, everything. And I used to do this when I grew up in internet era. So
Yeah.
you find out about someone, you obsess about it. You look them up, or where they from, all this stuff. So now when people do that, it's like the digital footprint of anyone. They're gonna have said
There's
something 10
something there.
years ago that
Yeah.
you didn't like, and now you're like, oh, I don't like this person
That's a good
anymore.
point.
It's like we know too much. We know, and I think being an enigma
Yeah.
is huge. Like that is a huge thing. Like I talk about Leonardo DiCaprio is a good example. Like
Yeah.
we've seen him our whole life pretty much acting, and he's been amazing. But how much do you really know about him? You
Yeah.
don't know shit.
Besides his 25-year-old girlfriend.
Right. That's the running joke.
And
That's
there's
all
the
we
thing.
have.
Yeah,
We have to harp
exactly.
on that, and
Yeah.
that's all we have. Like he's an enigma, and like Robert De Niro, like certain people, it's like you see them when they're on screen. You see them in public appearances. You might catch paparazzi pictures of them with their friend. That's it. You don't know shit about them, and that's, I think we need to go back to that. We need to know less, so we can appreciate it. Like
It's true.
that's cool. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what this is, right? But let's
Yeah.
say, like, we have this conversation, completely organic conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I go home, I look you up, and I'm like, ah, man, he said something 15 years ago that I didn't like. It's like, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and
Yeah.
we normalize, we do that all the time. But
Yeah.
I think
People
with-
do their homework these days.
It's
and it's
too,
tough.
too much. So
Yeah.
like now. I purposely don't do that. I don't care that you're from Portland. I don't care that you're from, I don't care where you went to school. I don't care what inspired this.
Yeah.
You created something awesome. I like this thing. And then I can move on to another
Yeah.
thing that I like. I don't have to like you as a person.
Yeah.
Granted,
Separating art from artists a little bit
and,
when
you
it
know,
makes sense.
I'd rather yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's some extreme examples.
Yeah,
but like
right.
on the front end, unless it's something major, I'm not gonna go digging for it,
Yeah.
mind you. Like if it's something really blatant, I feel like you would know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would find its way to you. But as far as like digging and searching and like, oh, who'd they go to school? Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
just there's too many beautiful things to harp on that stuff.
Yeah.
And broken clocks are right twice a day too. So certain times it's terrible people make some great things.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Sometimes it's the message, not the messenger.
You know?
Yeah, it's
But-
tough. Well, you won't find anything on me because this is episode 1, man. It's
No
my first
way.
day coming
Your
out
first
here and
day doing this?
set up a table. It's like, I need book recommendations. I'm going to make a sign and go sit on the
Dude.
harbor.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay.
For sure. That's a classic.
Okay.
A modern book that I read that I really liked. I started this year with Secret History. Have you read that?
No.
Donna Tartt. She wrote The Goldfinch, which was a movie. It was a horrible movie, actually. But I heard the book is good, but the movie was,
I remember
yeah, it's
something
with
about the movie.
it's
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that kid Ansel Elshort or so. Can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But the guy who did Baby Driver.
Yes.
It's with
yeah.
that actor.
And then he disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what he's
Someone
doing
did
now.
their research.
But yo,
Got him out of there.
or maybe he got
Or
too
maybe
close
he's
to
doing-
Hollywood and he's like, I don't like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You never know. But I watch a lot of movies, so it's like I love movie recommendations, I love book recommendations, but I'm glad that you did this because people need to read more, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge thing.
I've been I mean, obviously Harry Potter, right? Like
Yeah,
I've been
of
reading
course.
since I was a little kid. I love reading.
I used to read in
And-
class. Like
Yeah.
during class, I'd read a fiction book that had nothing to do with what we were doing.
Readathons. I don't know if you did readathons in your school growing up.
Nah.
We used to have a
Readathon?
day. It was like I don't remember how often. It was probably like twice a year. You could bring whatever chair you wanted. I always brought a beanbag. People
Wow.
would bring beanbags. People would bring, like camping chairs. People would bring recliners, rocking chairs, whatever
Yeah.
they could get in the class. All day you just sat in your chair and read.
What?
And really, it was
That's
for
like,
the teacher to get a break.
of course, they need to do
And
that now.
For most of the kids, it was like, oh, we just get to like sit close to each other and talk all day. This is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
And for me, I was like in my corner, it's like, oh hell yeah, this is amazing.
Damn, dude.
Oh, it was the best.
How often was it? Like once a year? Like
It was
once
like twice a year.
I feel like
remember.
shit should be once a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like people need to read. And
Yeah.
I do in public, like in public transport and stuff, I do see people reading.
Yeah.
Granted, it is a lot of Emily Henry and stuff like that. But I mean, you're reading.
Nothing wrong
And
with
yeah,
it.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. And
Yeah,
then
you like what you like.
You could catch me on any given day reading something like that. So I can't judge. But like, I mean, reading's important. I think,
It exposes you to so much more than you can be exposed to
Yes.
in that same time frame.
yeah, it's the same reason I like movies.
Yeah.
There's like so many lives that I'll never live, I won't
Yeah.
understand, and it's like that's the only way. And it's a really good medium, but words, if you're literate, words really can like paint a full picture
They
for you
can.
as much as a movie could.
Yeah, and you spend more time with the characters.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 hours, I mean, it may take you like 2 weeks, 3
Yes.
weeks, a month,
I mean,
2 months,
Monte
6 months
Cristo
to read
took
a
me
book.
2 weeks to read,
Yeah.
and that was 1,200.
So that's that much time with the characters,
Yeah.
thinking about what they're thinking about.
and it teaches you empathy as well,
Yeah.
because I mean, no one is really perfect, and any story should show you that. Like, no one's perfect, and I think, outside of art and literature, people have become very kind of judgmental about like anyone. It's like there's context behind why people are the way they are, whether you like it or not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We seem to know that when it comes to our friends and our loved ones. Like, oh yeah, my aunt's like this because when she was 6, this happened. It's
Yeah.
When you get a snap judgment of a person that you see out, it's easy to just write them off like, oh, that guy's an asshole. It's like, well, maybe he's an asshole because
For a reason.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but when you read a story, you're like, oh wow, I can see the full scope of why this person is
Yeah.
who he is. Like Monte Cristo is a revenge story. I don't know if you know the background of it.
I really don't. No.
It's a so I really
Without
want
giving
you to
away
read
too
it.
much.
I don't. This guy is his life path is set to be really good, and he's a very good guy, very
Yeah.
nice, loyal to his friends, his people, his loved ones, and some people hate on that. And so this is back in the day, but so they conspire to, thwart his, future
Yeah.
progress, whatever. And they succeed, but
But then he comes back.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
his whole life mission is to not just revenge. I love revenge stories because it's such a like, I don't know. It's like an instinctual like.
Yeah.
Why did you
And
do
there's-
that to me?
There's something about watching somebody get knocked down and then just come back
Yeah.
up and like,
Yeah.
do it again.
There's people who like they have in their head versions of revenge. Like there's someone who's like probably a terrible person who in their mind they're getting revenge on you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like this person was a good person and they did him dirty, so they turned him into this person.
Yeah.
I like stories like that because it's like you can't just keep playing with people. You can't do people dirty and expect to just get by with life.
Yeah.
So anyway, he makes it his life's mission to ruin these people's and not just kill them, ruin their life.
Yeah.
Which I love it. Yeah, because it's easy to wrap your mind around like, oh, you did me dirty, I just shoot you. That's
Yeah.
kind of a black and white kind of story.
Yeah.
It's way deeper than that.
Okay,
He's trying
I'll have to
ruin
read it.
And it's so engaging because again, the pacing of it, I don't care how old it is, the pacing of it's fantastic.
Okay.
So you're engaged really from the start. You kind of care about this guy, you care about the characters you're introduced to, and then what happens, and then you're like, oh no, I need all of them to pay for this. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
And it really, I'm telling you, I was reading it it got to that point where it's like every waking moment I had to read it. Like any
Can't
spare
put it down.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
I'll look it up.
it'll keep you, I mean, not that you're addicted to your phone, but I am. So like, it'll keep you
Oh,
off your
buddy,
phone.
it's right here.
It's so I hate it.
Yeah.
But when I'm reading a book like that, and then when you're in the middle of it, when you're in that point where like, oh shit, like this is actually fantastic.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, damn, this is really, I need to find more books like that. So that's
Yeah.
why I stopped for this, because like,
Nice.
if you haven't read this, dude, you have to.
Okay, well then I'll leave you with one. Have you read Red Rising? It's
No.
like the obviously not classic, very modern day, very popular right now.
Is it?
If you like a good revenge story,
Oh, of course.
it's separate from Count of Monte Cristo, where it sounds like this guy was on a certain track and got knocked down
Sure.
and then rose back up.
Red Rising.
Yeah, this is just like it's there's a lot of like it's a
Pure
sci-fi
sprout.
book. Yes, sci-fi
Okay.
book. There's 7 books right now, but the
Oh,
first
I
3
love it.
is its own series.
Yeah, okay.
So I've only read the first 3 and they're fantastic. But
Okay.
it's like basically the world is broken up into like literally societal like there's like a class structure where people are born and they're literally like, you are a red. You have full red skin, red hair, red eyes. You're a
okay.
blue. You're a gold. You're a whatever.
And you have to stay in that cast.
And you have a certain job.
Oh,
so it's like blues
that
are
sucks.
pilots.
Okay.
And the reds are miners. And they're under the ground in Mars, supposedly setting up for like they're terraforming the planet so everyone else
Yeah.
can come. They're supposed to be the heroes of the world.
Yeah.
And then they basically find out that they're just slaves. And it's like the first chapter.
Oh, perfect. So
and
then I
then
already
it's-
care about these people.
And then it's him. It's one of those guys just tearing down the whole structure.
Hell yeah.
It's
I'm
so
already
good.
in. I love that.
And it's I was talking to somebody about it earlier. It is like 0 plot armor. Anyone can die at any time.
Oh, love it.
Like unlike Harry Potter, where it's like, okay, well, we know they're gonna
the
make
good
it.
guy's gonna win at the
Yeah,
end. We
yeah.
know it. It's gonna take 7 books, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's-
evil must lose.
I haven't been mad at a book in a while. And
Yeah.
I was reading, I was like, I am so mad right
Oh,
now.
I love that. Because
Because of
that's
certain
real
people-
life, man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
real life. The real life, like, it's not like good guys win. Like what?
No.
Like what? Like
Yeah.
that doesn't happen in this world. Like,
Yeah.
and when it does, we like champion that. But like, it's way more often that the bad guys win.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they live long too. The best person you know dies, man. They die
Yeah.
early, 50s, 40s. Like, oh my god, it's a tragedy. The worst person you
Yep.
know, 99.
Yep, and they're living off Pop Tarts and Hot
crazy.
Pockets.
McDonald's?
Yeah, you're like, what are we doing here?
It's insane, bro. It's so consistent. But that's true.
With
though.
that
That's
being
true.
said, you're running today.
Yeah. I had to recommend Monte Cristo. What's your name?
Andy.
Andy.
What was your name one more time? I think you
Bray.
said Bray.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Are you gonna post this?
Yeah, that's the plan. I got it. No joke. I got to figure out how to post it.
Yeah.
I made all the accounts this week, and next week I'm gonna figure out how to edit. I guess.
This is a
And
good.
then
This is a good.
and then I'm gonna
series.
start reading.
It's a great idea because you're gonna get a lot of different people who are into completely different
Yeah.
things, and first of all, it forces people to talk, which is a really good thing.
Yeah.
But like, people get like me, like you get animated talking about
That's
the things
one of the
like
reasons.
something like this.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
because,
huge.
like, if I'm reading a good book, I want to tell somebody. About
I
it.
tell everyone.
Yeah.
I want people.
And I can only tell my wife so many times,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
like, "All right, I get it. I'm not reading that book."
yeah. Oh, it's like a TV recommendation. It's like, yo, watch
Exactly.
this show. Like, I'm never
I'm
watching.
not
that
watching
show.
that. But like, I mean, yeah, you were running, you literally stopped. You're like, I have to tell them about
Yeah.
this book. I love that
Once
energy.
I saw it was a
It's
book,
so
I was like,
good.
oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, I hope this.
What's funny is when I first set up, this girl ran by, and clearly she's in the middle of a run, but she turned back. She's like,
yeah.
and I was like, enjoy your run.
Nah,
oh,
man,
sorry.
I don't care.
Probably
I
had a
mean,
good book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're gonna if you keep doing this, I can see it being. I mean, this is awesome. This is a great idea.
Thank
I've
you,
seen
man.
like different channels that do different things.
Yeah.
But this is a good one. This is the one that I would stop for. It's literally this one. Or movies. If you had if it was a movie one, I could talk to you for 10 days about movies.
Really?
But books.
I'm not a movie guy.
I love them.
I'm not a movie
I didn't.
guy.
I got them to them late, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was a book person.
Yeah.
And then I watched Fight Club in college. And I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like,
They can be like this.
Yeah, movies can
Yeah.
be different.
Fight Club is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Solid movie.
hell yeah, man.
Cool.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Put down. Right. Nice to meet you, man.
Channel can I find you?
So there's.
Creating it.
No, you're all good. On the bottom of the sign, there's like Instagram and a YouTube name. Also, do you have? Because one of the ideas, we'll see if it happens. So far I've been recommended like 6 books today. I think Count of Monte Cristo is at the top of the list right now. One, because the energy, and two, because it like more matches the books I would normally read, so I feel like I'll stick with it.
That's sick. That makes me happy.
The idea was to read it and then potentially get people's contact info to like call or just be like, hey, can I do a book review with you real quick? Okay. Do you have Instagram, anything that you are comfortable sharing?
Yeah, I'm a photographer, so my Instagram.
Oh, hell yeah. What is it?
BREY
BREY.
BOY Brayboy.
BOY.
Yeah,
Is that you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Hell yeah. All right, man. I might be reaching out in like a month. Talk about Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Cool, dude. Hey, enjoy your run, dude. Thanks for singing.
Thank you. I hope more people pull up.
All right, that's what I was expecting to start. That was awesome. This dude literally in the middle of his run stopped, turned, was like, oh, I have to talk about this book. And that's what's so great about, personally for me, reading and like the joy of reading is that there is that energy of just, I need to tell somebody about this right now. I can't let this live in my brain anymore. I need to share it with others. And that was it in action. That just makes me so happy. Full disclosure to everybody listening. This is day 3 of trying to set this up. I was originally going to do it in Balboa, this park in San Diego. And I showed up the first day, and they have these like squares where you can sit down and set up, they call them expressive activities. So you're not selling anything. You're just talking or doing whatever you want to do. Playing music like my boy Nico. And I showed up and they were all full. And I was like, all right, well, I'm also nervous, so I'm not gonna keep going. I found a roadblock. I'm out of here. Showed up the second day. They weren't full. And I was like, okay, I can do this. Grabbed my table, grabbed all my stuff, walked over there. No joke, by the time I got there, people were setting up. And I was so mad. Because I was like, I worked up the courage, and now I don't have a spot, and I'm not just going to set up in a random place because I want a little foot traffic. So today I finally was like, all right, I'm sitting down and doing this. And that's going to bed last night. I was like, man, I really hope somebody like sits down and is like energetic about a book. That if I get one of those, that's a win. And my boy Bray, that is a big win. That's amazing. All right, so Count of Monte Cristo, that's definitely one of the top lists. Not that I'm not, or I wouldn't be interested in, what's it called? I'm blanking on it. I'm going to have to go back and remember. But those Mary Magdalene historical fiction, or the book that Chris mentioned, the, again, kind of historical fiction about lady coming over from Cuba and spreading her mom's ashes, grandma's ashes. But yeah, Count of Monte Cristo, it's just a classic. Everybody, I was going to say everybody knows it, but clearly I've never read it or watched. I'm pretty sure there's a movie. Never watched the movie. But that might be the next one. It's a big one though, 1,200 pages. I think I can do it. I feel like I can do it. I honestly don't know how long I've been recording. Let's see if this thing tells me. 59 minutes. Oh, dude, we're at an hour. But with that being said, I think that's a good spot to end it today. A couple good conversations. A rocky start on my part, just because talking to a microphone is different than I was expecting. But now that it's been an hour, it's actually not that bad. It definitely felt awkward, but I think each day it'll get a little bit easier. And I'm expecting probably, I might just do this once a month. I might do it more and just stock up a bunch and pick my favorite like clips. I definitely have a few from this one. So we'll see how the editing works out. But thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys, and enjoy this outro. See ya. Hey everyone, editing Andy here. I was going to put in a little outro with some music and all that, but I think it's just going to be just me talking because editing took a little bit of time. And honestly, the reading's going to take even longer. So I managed to narrow down the books to 3. We got Guest 1, How to Create a Mind, The Secret of Human Thought Revealed by Ray Kurzweil. Number 2, from our second guest, after a little bit of Googling, I have found Next Year in Havana by Chanel Cleaton. And then finally, definitely going to be reading The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. So that'll fill me up for the next month. I think it's going to be a monthly podcast. So this, if you're listening to this, it's probably about early May. Be on the lookout early June for episode 2, which will most likely be a bit more interviews to find some more books, and possibly book review. Might split up in 2 episodes, so be on the lookout for that. Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. I'm going to say anywhere you can get podcasts, but we'll see where I distribute this too. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. See ya.